Hi everyone, and I have an intro, but this is basically a little bit of a guide on like where to get Aipri cards from. So if you want to know where to get Himitsu no Aipri cards, then hopefully this video will be a good guide for you. And this is basically this is kind of like a where to buy pretty serious merchandise video, but I think I'll end up having that as its own little video because it's better to have as its own video than to kind of mix in with all this. So here's a way to get Himitsu no Aipri cards as a bonus. You have to basically figure out what magazines they're in because there's different magazines in Japan and each of those have different Aipri cards. So the main ones that you want to look out for are the official anime fan book, or I think they just call them the official fan book for Himitsu no Aipri. This is a good example because this one came with the special signed card of I think it's the manga author. And I won't flip the pages because Japanese laws are strict. But yeah, that's basically what that's basically one way they could get them is through the official fan books. They do state the price right here, but on secondary sites, you won't be able to get them for that same exact price most of the time. And then here's another one. This one is called Puchigumi. And Puchigumi featured this Mitsuki card right there. So if you got this last year, which was on 2024, we're in 2025 as of the recording of this video, this is when you were able to get the Mitsuki card. And they do have Aipri cards and certain months. So certain months for this, for the Puchigumi ones, and I think it might be every release of the fan book, I'm not sure. Yeah, these are two fan books, and then these are both fan books, and then as you can tell, they both have a card in them. So every release of the fan book has a card in them, and then every Puchigumi one, then certain Puchigumi ones will have a card. And then here is the third way, which is through the Chow magazine, which I'm not sure if there's this is how you spell it. Cial, Chow. And this one is for September of 2025. I found this when I went to Japanese marketplace. So this gives you your first clue. So after you figure out the ways you could get them, the first tip is to go to a Japanese marketplace if it's close to you. If you don't have a Japanese marketplace, you could try like a hobby shop that might sell some Japanese things, like some Japanese goods, like candy. That's one way possibly. And then if you want to buy them online, which is probably the best way, there are proxy sites, but proxy sites only get you so far. There is a place called Surugaya, and Surugaya is one way they could buy the Japanese cards if you wanted to. Surugaya is a store where they sell, I think it's mainly like used or secondhand Japanese things, like Japanese collectibles. But if you just want to buy something brand new, they sometimes have brand new things there too. So I think it's like the newest fan book that came out. They have it new, but they also have it used. So that's just one way to get the card. And one thing to also mention is that even if it is used, you have to try to see if there is still the card there, because sometimes the Japanese version of used is different from like the global or American version of used. So try and remember that. And then here is the Aipri card that I want to show you. So it came from the Chow magazine. And on the back, this is what it looks like. I do have one from the other times that I got a card, but they all look different. And there you go. This is the Mitsuki card. But back on to what I was saying. So let's list out the ways. There is, so far I listed off, there's a Japanese marketplace or anywhere that sells like Japanese candy. If you want like the gummy cards, you could try there. Then you could try Surugaya. You could try proxy sites. Or, this is the fourth way, you could try Amazon Japan. So Amazon Japan, they actually do have these books on Amazon Japan, but I think it's based on the official stock. So let's say it runs out of stock, then you're trying to wait for it to be restocked, and then you see someone else on Amazon is trying to sell it. I don't think they'll give you any of those. Like, I don't think they'll sell you any of those. But if you're able to just get one of the magazines from Japan, then I think that's a good way. The only problem is the $20 shipping, but yeah, there's not really a way around that. Another way you could try is eBay. Be careful on eBay though. I mentioned this a little bit later on, but I wanted to actually mention that there is an eBay seller they can go to, and their name is YS Field. And if you actually go there, you could possibly buy some iPutty cards if you really wanted some. I wanted to mention that because I know that it's really hard to buy Himitsu no Aipri cards at the moment, and with there being so many sites that are mainly proxy sites or sites like eBay that could be really expensive, or Mercari, like Mercari and eBay are like a bad place to get iPutty cards from. It's not entirely bad, but you have to be careful because there's so many people that are trying to scam and scalp all these cards when all these cards really aren't worth that much money. I just wanted to give people like another option or another way to buy them because um because when it comes to Himitsu no Aipri cards, it's really rough. Like some of the listings are gone, but I saw some listings where I think they've probably been taken down or someone bought them, but there was a listing where it was like one whole volume of the Himitsu no Aipri arcade game, and it was for I think it was $200. I think it was like $200 or $300, which is crazy. And then and yeah, it's just so much. And then I remember seeing some of the signed cards instead of them being $20, which $20 is a little bit much, but you could kind of argue for why it's $20. But for one of the cards, it was like 70 or over $100 just for one card, and I think that's just too much. So I hope that these sellers are able to help you in some way, and I'll link them in the description. And without further delay, let's get back into the video. And then you can try Mercari. Be careful on Mercari. Both those places heavily rely on trust, and you have to look at the reviews and everything, like the 1-star reviews, all the reviews for each seller. So just be careful. But those are the ways that I know of to actually get one of these books and how to get some iPutty cards. You can also get Himitsu no iPutty cards on different places. So if you have a proxy site, you can use Full Ahead Idol, or there might be just other places they might know of. I guess you can also try and ask like a friend that might live in Japan if you have one. Then maybe they could ship it to you or sell it to you, but that's all I can really think of. And let's go over the Mitsuki card really quick. So for this Mitsuki card, Sporty Valley Core Blue. I think that's how I say it. Sporty Valley Core Blue. I'll put it on the screen if I did that wrong, but that's what I think it's called. The brand is Cutie Carrot, and it is, and the song on it is Pika Pika My Story, or Shiny My Story. And there you go. That's about it for this video, basically, because I can't think of anything else to really add to the video. But before we go, I want to do this really quick, which are the Love and Berry blind bags. These are blind bags, and the reason why I bought them while I was at the Japanese marketplace was because I wanted to see, I remember that Himitsu no Aipri had a collab with them, so let's see what we get. Okay, so first one, I forgot, these come in wafers, so if you want to try some Japanese candy, then this is one way to do it. Now, 3, 2, 1, let's see. Oh, this one's kind of holographic. Interesting. So I got some shoes. I don't know what it's called in English. It looks like it's saying Hori socks? I'm not sure. I'm not knowledgeable about Love and Berry, but this is just what I got. Other one. Apparently these actually came out recently, so someone that I was talking to said they came out last year, 2024, and for the expiration date it says 2026 for the wafers. So looks like I get to try the wafers. And 3, 2, 1. Oh, a dress. Interesting. These are it's kind of hard to read it. I'll just say apple dress. Yeah, these are holographic. Wow. But that's what I got today. So I guess that's about it for the video. Anyway, don't forget that you're a shining star in your own way. So be the star that you're meant to be. Keep being amazing, and I'll see you next time. I hope that this video was actually informative and helped a little bit of you, because I know that it's kind of hard to figure out where to buy Himitsu no Aipri cards from, where to buy Aipri merchandise from, and things like that. You also have to kind of keep in mind the shipping and your personal budget. So please remember all those things whenever buying Aipri cards or anything else. Anyway, bye.